fried chicken. How do you feel?
Who is this awesome man? We have Mr. Shinigami. Alan, quick shout out to Shinigami Con too. Yeah. Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what do you feel is the most important thing to train?
Well, first thing is stick with whatever your base is until you get to a certain level before you add other stuff. Really depends what you're doing, right? But since I fight MMA, I'm going to give advice to MMA guys. So if your base is striking, do that for 2 or 3 years before you add grappling. But you do have to have grappling. You can't come in without, all your weapons at the ready, and you got to be able to counter grapple. Cardio, though. Cardio and just the ability to take a shot. Those two things are, you have to be able to keep fighting, moving forward while you're getting hit, progress while you're getting hit, and deal with grappling. So I would say just whatever you start with, that's something you should focus on first and foremost, but make sure you're well-rounded and conditioning.
Absolutely. Any shout-outs you want to give real quick?
Shout out to Shinigami Con, all my boys, the Oni, Darkness, Apex Underdog, Savage Abel, and Enion Oleron. Shout out Rachel, of course. Shout out my daughter Annabelle, and shout out the lab.
Hey, thank you. All right, over here we have Henri.
How's it going, y'all?
Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
I think your mental stability, your mental endurance, and your muscular endurance. You have to keep going, obviously, but if you endure yourself and you're getting angry or frustrated, I feel that'll throw you off for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, much love, man.
All right. The question that is the answer. We have Anomaly. Now, the question of the day. As a fighter, what do you feel is the most important thing to train?
Just do rounds. Just whatever your discipline is, you need to do that and do rounds. That's the best way to build cardio for whatever you're doing is doing the rounds and whatever you're going to be doing. MMA, boxing, kickboxing, get the more rounds in. And if you're going to do it, if you're just going to do it on your own, then you need 4 rounds for every 1 round you're going to fight. And if you're doing sparring, you need to do sparring 2 rounds for every 1 round you're going to fight. And the best thing to do is do 4 rounds and then 2 rounds and then be prepared to fight.
Hell yeah, you heard it from the man yourself. Thank you. Yep. All right, you got Hall of Famer Turtle. Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what do you feel is the most important thing to train?
Your cardio. If you can't last 3 minutes, then you can't last the whole round.
That's what she said.
For real.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, once you get the cardio in. Hey.
We have Danger Russ. Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
Well, I think it proves over and over again that nothing beats cardio. If you're not in shape, you can't take a punch, you can't kick, you can't grapple, if you can't breathe, and you can't move. Cardio.
Thank you. All right, you know, Jay got him.
Back again.
Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
The most important thing to train. I feel like the most important thing to train is seeing punches come at you at full speed, because in practice you always want to work on your offense and everybody wants to work on punching somebody, but what happens when you get punched in the face? You know?
Damn, I like that answer. No one said that yet.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got Mr. Jeremy. The question of the day. As a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
Composure. You got to know what you got going to do, and you got to have confidence in doing it, because you don't have that much time to readjust when you're under pressure. So make sure you have composure and the confidence by practicing a lot.
Absolutely. Thank you. We got Gash and Samaritan over here, 2 warriors, absolute fierce fighters right here. Question of the day. Now, as a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
Sparring. But as I said earlier, jab. Jab in, jab out, always.
Sparring and cardio.
Yeah. That's true too. Because you can't go 3 rounds if you can't go 3 rounds, you know?
Hell yeah. These two had a banger. Wait till you see the fight. Ooh!
Look at his fucking leg. No, well, we can't take it off now.
Yeah, we're bandaged.
There will be pictures.
All right, well, we get up. All right, you have Pinche JR.
What's up?
All right. Now, as a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
I think cardio, and then get your mind ready, for the fight. I think. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Booyah, we got Scarecrow. Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what do you feel is the most important thing to train?
Probably the most important thing has got to be your mentality. I get nervous for most of my fights, especially the first round, always nervous. But by round 2 and 3, I calm down and I always do a little better. So mentality and cardio.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
All right, over here we have short round. Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what is the most important thing to train?
I say training, everything really, being well balanced and just being able to push yourself beyond your anything you thought possible, because you're just going to fight even harder than that. So.
Hell yeah, I like it. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're over here with Tiger Dragon.
Hello.
Now, question of the day. As a fighter, what do you think is the most important thing to train?
The most important thing for a fighter to train, I believe, would have to be tactics as well as the technique, because you can prepare for a match any way you want, but you really need to get your technique down, because when you're going to do your technique, you want to be able to apply it properly through a tactic. So.
Fair enough. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.